Okay, our next lesson is going to be about the distributive property. Last lesson we worked to combine things, put things together. This time we are going to use another rule in math, in algebra. It's called the distributive property. What it allows you to do, it allows you to remove parentheses from a picture. That's its job. The property was made to get rid of parentheses. Here's a little bit of how it works. If I were to look at this, this says 4 times parenthesis m plus 3 parenthesis. If we were to do order of operations with this, we would always say look at the parentheses first. Well, here's the interesting part. Can you do what's inside the parentheses? Can I take m plus 3? The answer is no, I can't. The reason I can't is because I don't know what m is. How could I ever add m plus 3 if I don't know what m is? But there are times when you want to get rid of the parentheses, that way you can try to solve what m is. Here's how the distributive property works. The picture must always look like this. A number times a set of parentheses. That is how the distributive property works. And then inside the parentheses must be a plus problem or an addition problem. So let's take a look. What happens is the outside number will jump the fence, and it must touch every number on the inside. It must jump the fence and touch every number on the inside. What is it going to touch and do to it? It's going to touch and multiply to it. Watch. Outside number 4. Jump the fence 4 times m is 4 times m. Okay, remember, a number beside a variable stands for multiply. That is done. Cross that off. Jump the fence 4 times the other number. 4 times 3 is 12. As soon as this jumps over and times is by everything, the parentheses are gone. I do not have to rewrite them. Now I have an expression, 4n plus 12. Can I add these two items together? Answer? No, I cannot. Because does this have an m with it? No, it does not. So I cannot join these two things together. This is a term. This is a term. This is a term because it has a variable and a coefficient. This is a term because it's a plain number. Final response here is 4 times m plus 12. Let's go to the next one. I have subtraction. What do I always do with subtraction? Turn to addition. This becomes plus. This becomes opposite. What is the coefficient that goes here, by the way? What number goes in front of the x? That's right, a 1. So this could have been written as 1x. Turn to addition, plus the opposite of 1x. Let's do some distribute. Outside number times, jump it over the fence to everything on the inside. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Negative 3 times negative 1x. Take the coefficients and multiply them. Negative 3 times negative 1 is 3. I still have an x with the 1. The x should now be with the term 3x. Put a box around. I am done. I cannot combine these because one has the x variable, one does not. Let's go to the next example. Negative 8 times negative 2x is 16x. Negative 8 times 3 is negative 24. Put a box around it. That is my final response. Here is the tricky one. What happens if I have an opposite sign out front of the parentheses? Well, the opposite can jump through just like a number can. So the opposite's going to jump through, and the other way to do it would be, what number is in front of the parenthesis? Take the opposite, jump through. Opposite of 17 is opposite 17. Opposite of Negative 4x. What is the opposite of negative 4x? 4x. Done. Put a box around. Now I started to say, what number is out here? Well, what number times 17 is negative 17? What number times 17 is negative 17? The answer is negative 1. So anytime there's a single item, whether it be a single opposite or a single variable, you can put a 1 there. This is distributive. Notice it gets rid of the